At this time, I get the honor of introducing our speaker today, Seminole County Chairman Jay Zembauer. He was elected to the County Commission in 2018 and re-elected again in 2022. And I'm going to assume that many of you have lived in Seminole County for a while, so you're familiar with Zembauer's Auto Center in Altamont Springs. It's been a staple of Altamont for nearly 50 years. But here are a few things you might not know about our chairman. Did you know he's a native Floridian? Me too, by the way. He's one of the few. How many are in the room are native Floridians? Wow. That's impressive. That's got to be a record for a room. He has also chosen to live in Seminole County for the last 45 years. Did you know that he's a grandfather of 2? They keep him focused on protecting our environment, controlling overdevelopment, and protecting our rural and natural lands. While we hear a lot about the rural boundary, Chairman Zembauer was part of the group that led the voter-approved referendum to protect the east side of Seminole County. And of course, it may be obvious when we're talking about Seminole County's nature, but did you know that Chairman Zembauer is an avid outdoorsman, including a horseback rider? Did you know that the Seminole County Bar Association presented the chairman with the Distinguished Service Award, one of only 8 recipients in 71 years of the Bar Association? We are honored and lucky to have people like Chairman Zembauer in our community who have served us well and helped shape Seminole County in a great place to live, work, and raise a family. So without further ado, please welcome Chairman Zembauer for the State of the County.
Thank you for the warm introduction, Rebecca, and thank you for all of us joining us today to celebrate Seminole County and our collective successes, such as the purpose and delivery of the 2 high water rescue vehicles for our Seminole County Fire Department, a continued investment into public safety as we are able to allow them to train for the high flood issues that we've experienced here in the last couple of years. It is my privilege to continue the annual practice of delivering the State of the County address. From putting the penny sales tax to work for us, to the continued forward thinking when it comes to our natural lands, to the life-saving work accomplished at Seminole County Animal Services, Seminole County's accomplishments are only possible due to the combined efforts of both private and public sectors. Our hard work is evident in the services we provide to you. We live within our means, and we tout one of the lowest property taxes in the Central Florida region. If you're joining us today for the first time, welcome to the Seminole County family. Thank you to the Chamber and today's sponsors for bringing us all together so we can celebrate our successes and lay the foundation for many more years to come. As we network and create those partnerships for future endeavors in our county, let's take a moment and recognize our elected officials and key leaders with us here today. My colleagues on the Seminole County Board of County Commissioners, Vice Chairman Andrea Herr, Commissioner Bob Delary, Commissioner Amy Lockhart, Commissioner Lee Constantine, our constitutional officers, property appraiser David Johnson, Supervisor of Elections Chris Anderson, Tax Collector J.R. Kroll, Sheriff Dennis Lima, and Clerk of the Courts Grant Malloy. Our Seminole County School Board members, Chairman Abby Sanchez, Vice Chairman Christine Kraus, Board members Amy Pennock, Kelly Davis, and Autumn Garrick, as well as Superintendent Sarita Beeman. And our mayors, commissioners, and city managers from Altamont Springs, Castleberry, Lake Mary, Longwood, Oviedo, Sanford, and Winter Springs. Any other elected officials that happen to be in the audience today from around the region, please stand to be recognized. Each person in this room, elected or not, plays an important role in the success of our county. From our friends at the Orlando Sanford International Airport to the judges in the audience and those responsible for higher education at Seminole State College. While we look to the past, we're now looking towards new horizons and all we'll accomplish during the upcoming year of 2024. We must also appreciate how far we've come this year already, or in the case of the 1 cent infrastructure sales tax, how far we've come over the last 3 generations of the penny.
It's amazing the amount of work we've been able to accomplish with the penny.
Roadway widenings, baffle boxes, sidewalk extensions, culverts, pavement rehabilitation, trail design and connectivity, and so much more. All funded by Seminole County's 1 cent infrastructure sales tax.
Would we be able to do this quickly without the penny?
No. We would have to try and leverage other funding from the feds or the state, and that takes years to get accomplished.
The penny able to fast-track projects like E.E. Williamson Road with an 8-foot wide concrete trail laid and a new pedestrian bridge installed to connect to the Seminole-Wekiva Trail.
Of course, we are Seminole County's natural choice, so it just makes sense that we would want to be able to have people enjoy nature from the east side of the county to the west side of the county and be able to do it safely.
Safety and drivability, also key components of the E.E. Williamson project, with updated striping and a new dedicated turn lane heading into Woodlands Elementary School.
Especially during the AM and PM peak hour. That's when you see most of the traffic on this road.
The penny getting these projects off the drawing table and into action, an investment back into Seminole County.
It's really a lot more than just a penny.
Yes, it is. It's way more than a penny. This helped to transform Seminole County.
But all 7 cities and Seminole County Public Schools enjoy a piece of the penny. Funding going towards projects like the new vocational building at Seminole High School, a place near and dear to both Commissioner Lockhart and County Engineer Tony Nelson.
So during the day, we're an engineer and a politician. But on Friday nights, you would find us right here at Seminole High School.
Band and Dazzler Dad.
And I was a cheer mom. The penny means so much to all parts of our community.
As Commissioner Lockhart so clearly pointed out, the penny is more than just a funding source for transportation. It's an investment that matters to every one of us. I have with me today the mayors from the great 7 cities of Seminole County and the always knowledgeable leaders of Seminole County Public Schools. Please welcome them as we learn how the penny has benefited their community.
Hi. Thank you, Jay. I'm Mayor Pat Bates, City of Altamont Springs, and I'd like to thank Chairman Zembauer for giving us all an opportunity to share a bit of information with you all. Jay, did you do this? Does this count on my timing? Chamber, you are the heartbeat of our business community. I'm happy to tell you about the significant role that the sales tax has played. Because of the sales tax that voters have put in place 3 times, and we hope the 4th time, Seminole County has become the premier county in Florida for high-quality living, excellent education, and progressive and innovative business. With about 30% of every sales tax penny collected in Seminole County coming from people who don't live here, it is precisely the type of investment that pays off for all of us. Altamont Springs has used its share of the sales tax over the years to repave nearly every street in the city, and we have installed sidewalks throughout our city. We've invested in utility infrastructure that created one of the lowest utility rates anywhere in the region, and a utility system that serves parts of Is that supposed to be the end of my speech? Thank you, Jay. That was not in my speech, I want you to know. But anyway, and we have a utility system that serves parts or all of 5 cities plus a portion of Seminole County. Low utility rates help fuel economic development and ease costs for residents. It's important for us to continue investing in our future. When you stop, you grow stagnant. Ask yourself this: would you want to live in a Seminole County that did not have the services and facilities that we have because of the sales tax? Without the sales tax, many of the extra lanes of roads, sidewalks near schools, utility improvements, trails, and parks that we love simply wouldn't be there. Our schools would suffer. Economic development would struggle. Many of the things about Seminole County that we all love would simply not be there. I cannot imagine what Seminole County would look like if we stopped investing in ourselves. Maybe you can't either. I'll leave you with one final point. Altamont Springs has been able to keep our property taxes low because of the sales tax. Without the penny sales tax, our property taxes over the last decade would have been 25% to 40% higher just to have the same services that we have today. The sales tax provides all of us with a 30% discount on many of the services and improvements that we love and that make Seminole County the incredible place that we call home. Thank you, and go Seminole.
Hi, I'm Dave Henson from Castleberry. North Oxford Road was the first true complete street project for the city of Castleberry. It had incomplete sidewalks, no crosswalks, and more travel lanes than it needed. So we right-sized the road, made it safer and more connected for everyone. The project was funded by the sales tax and was part of a long-range plan to redevelop both the city's and the county's portion of Oxford Road. The city coordinated with the private developer the new apartment complex that fits seamlessly with the new street, and the two were built at the same time. The project is part of a larger bicycle pedestrian network that the city and county are planning and building. The street now features 3 enhanced crosswalks, buffered bike lanes, 8-foot wide sidewalks, 10-foot travel lanes, and 14-foot wide landscape strips. North Oxford Road won the Wheel of Achievement Award from Bike Walk Central Florida. And since then, we've done several other complete streets projects. And I'm here to tell you, I don't know that I'd want to live in the Seminole County without the sales tax. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm David Mailer. I have the privilege and the pleasure of serving as the mayor of the city of Lake Mary. And for a few moments, I just want to talk about this remarkable collaboration and partnership we've had over the years. You came in today on the impact of the 1-cent sales tax, International Parkway, Midtown in Lake Mary, the Reinhardt Wellness and Technology Corridor. And right now, what I want to share with you is because of that 1-cent sales tax, this is the partial funding of what our communities ask us to do, and that's to develop the downtown area. You'll see right here from Country Club Road, from Lake Mary City Hall up to our event center, you'll see road construction, streetscapes, intersection enhancements, just as we did for both Lake Mary and Crystal Lake Elementary. And on the next slide here, you'll see a continuation of that where we do our Crystal Gardens, we bring in new courts, And we also are having a community park. This would not be possible without this remarkable collaboration and partnership with our county partners. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Tony Boney, Mayor of the great city of Longwood. In the city of Longwood, we are proud to have completed many large infrastructure projects over the past decade due to the penny sales tax, to include stormwater system improvements, utility upgrades, and repaving many of the city's major local roads, including adding bicycle lanes and sidewalks. While all of these initiatives are very important, the use of the 1 cent sales tax revenue to help complete the Ryder Park project has been the most exciting. This park, as the centerpiece of our beautiful city, offers our residents free community events like concerts, holiday celebrations, movies, and fireworks, ultimately giving Longwood and the surrounding communities, families, a safe place to gather and play. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Megan Sladek. I'm the mayor of Oviedo, and I want to tell you about just one project that, even if you do not live in Oviedo city limits, it will improve your life. Because when the property values in Oviedo rise, the taxable value that the county receives from those higher values, that can be spent all through our county to benefit all of us. So Solary Park is our example of the shining, amazing project that we used the 1 cent sales tax for. What we did was we took this nasty pants retention pond. It had these real steep sides. If it had been allowed to not be impacted by the 1 cent sales tax, what we would have is an eyesore right in the middle of what can become a downtown. What we have now is private property owners having discussions with people about coming in and bringing restaurants and luxury housing to the side of what is essentially a stormwater retention pond. So that's how we used it, and I hope to see more of that all around the county in the 10 years to come.
Good afternoon. I'm Art Woodruff, the mayor of the city of Sanford. I think everybody is probably familiar with our most visible project that we have used the 1 cent sales tax for. It is our Riverwalk, and specifically the third phase of our Riverwalk. It added 2.4 miles to what is now about a 5-mile trail that goes from Mellonville Avenue out to I-4. It connects on the west side to the Spring to Spring Trail in Volusia County, and thanks to Seminole County, it will soon connect on the east side to the 415 Trail. Yes. It will be a 27-mile loop around Lake Monroe. Of the $29 million that took us for phase 3 of the Riverwalk, $11 million of it came from the penny sales tax. The Riverwalk was first envisioned in 1996. The first phase opened in 2004. And so the 20-plus years it has taken us to get to this point, to the full Riverwalk, would not have happened without the penny sales tax. We would still be waiting for phase 3. Other projects that we have done on an annual basis is we use the penny sales tax. We have put $5 million towards our annual road resurfacing projects. We put $3.4 million to sidewalk repairs and pedestrian improvements, and we put $9.4 million towards drainage improvements, all things that we would not have been able to do without the penny sales tax. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to be the mayor of the wonderful city of Winter Springs. Thank you all for being here. You know, as I've listened to the other mayors here in Seminole County making their remarks, there's a trend here. There's some really integral life and safety issues when we're talking about, as in Winter Springs, the biggest part went to road and bridge enhancements. It was an integral part of recovery after Hurricane Ian with the replacement of parts of these bridges and roads. But you also hear a lot about quality of life, and you hear about their park system. Winter Springs made 2 very significant additions to our park systems. Many of you have been to Central Parks that hosts the Scottish Highland Games, the single largest event in Seminole County. All those things are based on the penny sales tax. Although the cities only receive the smallest part of the penny sales tax. I have a daughter that is a professional and is engaged, and she and her to-be husband are moving back to Central Florida and Seminole County. They're doing that because of the quality of our schools, the quality of our living, the property values that come from these investments. I would encourage you, please, this is an integral part of who we are, our parks and life and safety issues. I am in support of the penny sales tax. It is a part of what we've built here. Thank you very much.
So I hope this microphone doesn't fall for me. Good afternoon, I'm Abby Sanchez, the chair of the School Board of Seminole County. Our district has been long known as an A-rated national premier district. That happens because of our incredible teachers and leadership. But none of this would be possible without the buildings that contain our students, the classrooms where the learning is brought to life. The quarter penny for Seminole County Public Schools has benefited campuses across every corner of our county. Our schools have received capital improvements which have allowed necessary remodels, expansion of the pre-K programs, new buildings that house classrooms with the latest technology to ensure that our students are future ready. I don't have all the time to share all the great work that has happened, but I would want to take a quick moment to let you know just one of the renovations that happened at Pinecrest Elementary School. Originally, the school opened in 1956. The school was in desperate need of renovations and updates. Just think how our world is and the advancements that have taken place since the 1950s. Completely different now. The pictures that you see are examples of how Pinecrest was transformed into a modern, amazing campus that now has provided thousands of students with access to high-quality education with innovative technology to our students who are ready for their next steps as they go into middle and high school. I don't know about you, but coding, robotics, and physics weren't woven into the schools when I was in elementary school, but they are now, and our students benefit from it greatly. Seminole County and the Quarter Penny has helped us maintain our status as a premier national school district, and which attracts many families to move to our county, as well as many businesses. Our community expects us to deliver, and we would like to continue that. Thank you so much.
You know, as you can see, the penny truly is so much more than infrastructure and so much more for Seminole County. The penny has the power to touch each and every one of our lives. We look to the future in Seminole County, planning full steam ahead for the vision as laid out in the Envision Seminole 2045, an overarching land use initiative that has already steered updates to our land development code. We have plans for our parks too, as outlined in the Parks Master Plan, which the details the next steps for the forthcoming 10 years for our award-winning parks, trails, and recreation facilities. And as Florida's natural choice, Seminole County is on par to keep all of our greens green.
Seminole County undertook many park improvements in 2023, like the new trail loop at Lake Mills Park in Chuliota.
Just a little shy of a mile. And then we have the boardwalk, which is another 800, almost 900 feet as well. It's going to make a nice destination loop to go through our park area.
It's like that's brand new over there.
Across the county, park users can now enjoy new boat ramps, trails, and playgrounds, many of them funded by the penny sales tax.
All our community parks, or passive parks, or trails, a lot of these penny sales tax dollars have been helping us get a lot of these amenities.
Like Lake Dot and others.
And other projects are moving along, like the conversion of 2 former golf courses into neighborhood parks. Public meetings are keeping residents up to date on plans for both Rolling Hills and Deer Run, with groundbreaking for Rolling Hills planned for 2024. Each park will preserve a green oasis in the middle of a suburban neighborhood. Parks and Recreation also set its sights on distant horizons, completing their 10-year master plan and establishing the Seminole Forever Land Acquisition Program, which will allow the county to purchase more lands for recreation and conservation use.
Seminole Forever is the first time a county has not asked their citizens to increase their own property taxes to go out and purchase conservation lands within the county.
New acquisitions will protect more of the pristine, untouched, natural lands that make Seminole County so unique.
We've decided that this is an important part of our quality of life here in Seminole County, so we embedded it into our general revenue budget.
Thank you, Commissioner Constantine. We're also helping to facilitate the purchase of the Yarborough Ranch by the state of Florida to keep the 1,300-acre parcel in untouched land. And it's this greenery that sets us apart in Seminole County. You're never more than a 20-minute drive from wide open spaces. While our natural lands remain untouched, our built environment continues to grow and improve. Our Seminole County is reaching new horizons with vertical construction rising at the Five Points complex on 1792. All part of the 5 Points Master Plan to consolidate government operations onto one centralized campus. The new parking garage is already in use, with the Justice Perry Annex completed and slated for a grand opening on April 5th. The Seminole County Fire Department held a grand opening as their own at the start of this year at the new Station 11 in Altamont Springs. And they've broken ground on Station 39, which is the portion of the county that serves the northwest corridor. Here's Commissioner Bob DeLauria about more on our growing fire department.
We're here at the Orlando Sanford Airport at a training exercise with multiple jurisdictions. It's important that we have a rapid and coordinated response with multi-agencies, not just the fire department, but hospitals and other agencies to make sure that we're on the scene at a moment's notice when emergencies happen.
Coordination with other agencies is how Station 11 was built, partnering with Altamont Springs for a replacement station that better serves the community. While one is already opening its doors in Heathrow, Station 39 had a groundbreaking earlier in 2023. The 21st station being built in a growing community, filling a gap that'll improve response times. And 2 new Acela high water vehicles, another investment into public safety.
This gives us more capability to get in, rescue more people at a time, and get them out to safety.
All of these investments coming as we head into the 50th anniversary of Seminole County Fire Department. From 9 stations and 57 firefighters originally to 574 on staff and 20 stations.
We get to you quicker. We get to you with better equipment, better trained personnel.
Our fire department is not only a Class A fire department, we have both ISO 1, CAST accreditation, and an accredited department. No other county in the United States has all 3 accreditations.
Because it's the people, the Seminole County ambassadors in uniform, that truly make this place such a special place. With our people in mind, we've made significant structural changes to the organization of the County Operations Center, established an Innovation and Strategic Initiatives Department, a dedicated Fleet and Facilities Department, and an Office of Communications. Additionally, we've split Environmental Services and Utilities into 2 separate departments, which allows for enhanced focus and efficiency for these vital areas that serve the community. Exactly what Seminole County Animal Service does each and every day. As our animal-loving Commissioner Andrea Herr explains, our first responders aren't the only one in the life-saving business.
I'm here today to show you where we save lives, thousands of them every year.
In 2023, nearly 8,000 animals found their way through the front doors of Seminole County Animal Services.
Oh, do you want to hold hands?
And some, sadly, are in far worse shape than others.
You seem like a sweetheart despite what you've been through.
Sweet Pea, one of over 110 dogs that came into the care of Animal Services over the last year or so due to animal cruelty.
And you can see all the bald spots of where she's healed.
Suffering severe burns down her back and face.
There are a lot of places in this world where this dog would have just been put down to avoid the work, to avoid the trauma for you all. And that wasn't the case here.
Can you get her to eat?
Daisy May, another cruelty case.
But she now weighs 20-something pounds?
26.6 pounds as of yesterday.
And when she came in, how much did she weigh?
I want to say 11.2 or 11.8.
So she's more than doubled her weight.
Oh yeah.
Prioritizing animal welfare at the forefront of the mission.
We do as much as we possibly can to find them the correct homes.
Hosting a new yearly adoption event called Paws and Claws, and utilizing social media and news outlets to feature many of the sweet faces in residence.
I think it's our responsibility to take care of those who can't take care of themselves, and this certainly qualifies.
And investments continue to be made to improve their quality of care while here, from a new x-ray machine to an outdoor catio, extending the space given to the many cats living in the shelter. Big and small.
Look at that face.
All of these animals deserving of love and care from staff, despite the kennels being stretched to capacity and then some this past year.
We are in a high demand for adopters to come in and adopt some of these dogs. The shelter is very stressed, so any help we can get.
Take me home. Somebody take me home.
What better way to wrap up on the state of the county than with a puppy? I'm happy to announce that Daisy May has been adopted into her forever home since the filming of that video. And Sweet Pea, our veterinary team has remained incredibly dedicated to healing her burns, and she now has found her forever home with our animal control officer, Aaron Roy. Clearly, her recovery and future with a member of our own staff is just further proof of the amazing work being done in Seminole County on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners. Our animal services people are here today. Please stand up. Let's congratulate these folks on the great work they do. Thank you for all of our volunteers. You're truly doing God's work. The Board of County Commissioners, I'd like to thank County Manager Darren Gray, County Attorney Kate Latour, and all of our staff for their steadfast service to this county. At your table, you will find the 2023 County Manager's Annual Report highlighting many of the successes of Seminole County government over the last year. Now I would like Sheriff Dennis Lima to stand, please. Dennis Lima, thank you on behalf of the citizens of this county for your latest initiative and all the law enforcement men and women of your department and throughout the county in bringing the 13 people to justice for the drive-by shooting here in our county that thought they could come into this county from other places around this state and do bad things. Thank you very much. It's not without the veterans that came long before us and also pay the ultimate price on a daily basis, but the men and women of law enforcement throughout this county that give us a safe place to raise our families, have safe places for our schools and our businesses. So a big thanks to all those men and women of law enforcement. I also would like to take a minute, the County Commission aides, if you all would stand up for just a moment. These are the faces wherever they're at around the room. These are the faces of our offices that you get to interact with on a regular basis as the commissioners are out in the field doing their work or doing their private sector job. Finally, I want to recognize a VIP here today, my mother. Thank you. I know it was a challenge. You've molded me into the man that I've become. My lovely wife, Lisa, and our 5 children and our 2 grandchildren, for having the patience and the grace to allow me to serve our community. I will be ever indebted. Thank you. It's my hope as we all leave here today that you have confidence that you truly do live, work, and play in the greatest county in Florida, but also one of the greatest counties within the United States. Thank you all for joining us today. Be safe.